Well, after the drama of the Tre Cime, we've come a few kilometers southwest of there to the Passo Falzarego down there. And we could have taken the easy option and got a cable car to our destination, which is whoop, Monte Lagazuoi, or more specifically the Rifugio Lagazuoi, where we're going to spend the night. Now unfortunately Monte isn't allowed in that Rifugio, so he's been left with a really nice lady in Perca, Daniela, who is going to look after him tonight. Hopefully he won't terrorize her like he terrorizes us, and we're going to have a night off from the little bugger, and hopefully get some nice photos from the top. I'm really looking forward to this. The heavy cloud that we had yesterday is cleared out to be replaced by broken clouds, so I'm hoping for some gaps on the horizon come sunset to light up all these peaks all around us here. So I think I'm going to be relying a lot on the 70-200 like I was yesterday. It's a must-go-to lens for Alpine photography, I think, because, well, because the mountains are higher than our mountains in the UK. Okay, they all have kind of a natural angle or steepness to them, I suppose, but that means that if you're at the top of one peak, of a 3,000 meter peak, you're pretty much going to be a lot further away from the top of the other 3,000 meter peak across the valley. Whereas if you extrapolate that down and you're talking 1,000 meters high, 1,200 meters high, something like that for the Scottish Highlands, or Snowdonia, a little bit smaller, or the Lake District, you don't necessarily need the 70-200. You can get away with a 24-70 and still have the mountains in the background quite close. But in the Alps, it doesn't really work like that. If you want to get any drama into the image, get the mountains a decent size, you need to be hitting that 70mm mark plus. So yeah, I'm going to be using that a lot, although I'll probably be using the 24 tilt shifter with a 1.4 extender on it as well for some foreground imagery. Anyway, I'm a bit buggered already. I'm kind of regretting not going in the cable car, but you know, he who dares and all that. See what we get at the top. think I may have taken the wrong turn because I am literally hanging on to the side of a mountain. Look, this is all I've got, a steel rope. It's not labelled as a via ferrata, so I don't know what they're playing at, but oh my God, one slip and I fall 1,000 feet. Ooh. Wow, it's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So I'm close to the summit of Lagazuoi at the minute. I'm just about a 5-minute walk from the Rifugio. Had a shower. It was lovely after the ascent. We ascended through the tunnels which the Italians dug in the First World War, because this was occupied by the Austrians. They had dug trenches and everything, and they were shooting down onto the Italians. So the Italians dug a tunnel up through the mountain, about 230 meters of ascent, right through the mountain, big steps all the way up. Got very close to the top, planted a load of explosives under the Austrian position, and then blew it up. It took them about 3 months, I think, to dig it. But anyway, here we are at the top, and we'll just turn the camera around now. Over here, clear sky, which is exactly where, well, the sun's gonna set somewhere over there, and then behind me, whoo, sorry for the spin, we just got loads of cloud. So it's gonna light up like a Christmas tree. I can't wait. All these peaks in the background over here, they're gonna catch the light. The clouds are gonna light up. It's gonna be absolutely epic. There are views in every single direction. It really is 70 to 200 heaven, but I'll try and find something with a bit of a foreground to get more of a 5:4 portrait image. It's going to turn around camera. There's my camera there, and then I've got all this in the background here, which is all lighting up at the minute in shadow, in the sunlight and everything. Oh, this is absolutely epic. What a location. Honestly, can't wait for that sun to drop down a little bit more and warm all this light up. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. But first, for some reason, they like to serve dinner at the Rifugio at about 7 o'clock. So I'm hoping they'll serve it really quickly so I can get back out and take some photos. I'm not missing dinner, not after that climb. Woo! Awesome. Well, after a rather lovely walk around Lago de Braise, it was time to get back on the road. This time a pleasant drive through the countryside and through the odd village, passing Ferraris, motorcycles, Ferraris. What's that in the distance? Oh, it's not a Ferrari, it's a Merc. Followed by a Ferrari, followed by a Merc, followed by a Ferrari. Once we got to Val de Fassa, or Vigo de Fassa, we jumped on the cable car, and it takes you up to about 2,000 meters. Well, we had a quick cappuccino for the 45-minute walk to a small hamlet called Gardeccia. Now, on that walk, you walk through some rather pleasant pine forest, which on a hot day was quite cooling. But even so, we had Monty with us, because he was allowed to stay at the Rifugio Re Alberto, which is our ultimate destination on this particular walk. And of course, he would drink absolutely everything in sight. But that gave us time to take in the views and check out the local flora and fauna. Now, once you leave Gardeccia, you have to take what is described as a pleasant walk to the Rifugio Vajolet. Now, pleasant maybe, but bloody steep. And that takes you to about 2,230 meters before you take a hard left straight up what looks like almost a vertical rock face, but it's actually a pretty decent path. Now, there are sections where you have to cross snowfields, and there's areas where you have to use the assistance of wire rope as well, but it's not quite a via ferrata, more of a grade 1 scramble with some extra little bits in it. And then eventually you reach the Rifugio Re Alberto, which is at 2,621 meters. An absolutely spectacular walk with some beautiful views, but not the easiest walk in the world. Okay, so welcome to the Rifugio Alberto. We just had a pretty fun hike up. Took us about 4 hours, well, 4.5, 5 hours actually, with stops for cappuccino and Coke and ice cream and things like that. God, I love walking in the Alps with all these mountain restaurants. It's brilliant. People would be up in arms about it in the UK, but no one cares here. It's like, oh, another restaurant. Stop and have a Coke. Lovely. Means you don't have to carry as much crap in your bag. Anyway, so here we are. We're getting towards sunset now, and I'm going to take a photo of this bad boy here. Massive pinnacle, but oh my god, this place is just absolutely incredible, as you can see as I'm panning the camera around. But unfortunately, there is a bank of cloud on the horizon, so I estimate I've got about 15 to 20 minutes of good light, and it's going to get snuffed out just before the golden hour, and there's already a guy in the place where I wanted to go, so I've got to try and find a different composition. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and go for the old signature portrait 5/4 job, but yeah, let's get cracking. Woo! This is awesome. Absolutely bloody awesome. Look at that! Just look down into that valley. Can you see it? Oh, there we go. That's just crazy. That's just crazy where this Rifugio is. We just had an absolutely beautiful dinner as well. Started off with pasta bolognese, followed by sausage and some roasted potatoes and some sauerkraut, and then finishing off with a rather nice creme brulee. These Italians don't half do things by halves when it comes to gastronomy. Anyway, right, let's get cracking. Just show you this. Okay, we just had a pretty epic end to the day, and as you can see, there's some hill fog coming in here. The light is still slightly on the mountains and the clouds in the distance there, but all this lit up beautifully, and while it was still glowing, some hill fog turned up, just shrouded the pinnacles here, which was rather nice. Anyway, I'm shooting with the tilt shift. You notice that it is tilted, but it's like half a degree, something like that now. Tilt shifts really don't need much tilt at all, much less than you'd expect to be able to get that front to back sharpness. F11 currently at an eighth of a second, but slightly underexposed, and oh my god, this is all going to kick off. So I've got my shot set up. I want to explode slightly to the left, ISO 100, and there we go. See what that comes out like. Let's just shift across so we can get a wider shot on the final image, and then while that's doing that, I'll just try and get the next bit in, and there we go, before the cloud completely shrouds the pinnacle. Anyway, there we go, and I think that is going to be a boom at the end of it. Woo! Pretty epic end to the day after an epic walk-in. Fabulous. Ooh, it's looking quite nice over there. Ooh, up. Yeah, through the clouds.
I did a lot of bad things, and never did I give in. Just 'cause the thought of being vulnerable made me feel less than I am. I have never felt home till you entered my door. The best thing I did, and I want you to know